one headline that keeps coming up in the chat, people keep saying we should sign Cam Newton.
No.
Do you think we should sign him? You know what? Should I end this first poll and then put that poll up?
If you want.
You know what? Why not? It can't hurt.
No, I'm good.
I agree though, bro.
I have similar sentiments to what we talked about prior.
Yeah.
He'll be a celebrity backup. He'll bring a lot of attention. Ben's our guy. Yeah. I just don't think we need that.
Yeah, for me, man, it's just the thought. It reminds me of what we did with Mike Vick if we were to bring him in. And I don't think we need to because the situation isn't as dire as it was when we had to bring in Vick.
Well, in my opinion, my standpoint with the Vick, I actually was pumped about the Vick one because he was a backup. You know what I mean? Whereas like Cam.
But no, Vick was not a backup. He was starting with the Jets when he came over.
He only started a game. Like they started Geno. He was legit a backup for the Jets that year.
I don't remember because I never viewed Geno as the guy.
He shouldn't have been.
Exactly.
No, they started it. Like Vick was the backup, bro. Like
I don't think of that. I know I get what you're saying, but I never viewed him as like the backup.
Like I thought Vick was officially in a backup role, and we lost Bruce Gradkowski. Like we needed a backup. So that's how I viewed it. I was like, oh, cool. We got a backup for Ben. I know Ben was healthy first 2 or 3 years prior, but it was like just in case because Ben is usually injured throughout his career, like missing a few games.
Ben got hurt with that next week.
He did. It was 3 weeks.
That next game he got hurt.
The Rams game. Yeah. So I think whether it was we talked about Winston in the past or like Cam now, I thought the Vic situation was just different.
For me, in terms of why I thought the Vic situation was different, just like I said, the timing of it with Bruce going down and with just the not full confidence in Landry as well, it made sense.
Yeah, he was completely unproven.
Right. Whereas with this, I feel like Cam right now, how long does it take him to get up to speed in the situation where he would need to be out there, right? Because we talked about with Vic, that was one of the issues that we dealt with. It was like, man, we knew that the offense wasn't going to be able to call everything because he just didn't know everything because he hadn't been here that long. So part of me, I'm like, I don't want to do that with Cam. Not when I know at least Mason can run the offense. Haskins can at least run the offense. And I still would, if I'm going to take a chance on one of them guys, let me take a chance on, if I'm going to take a chance on a flyer guy, I got my flyer guy in Haskins.
Right.
Like, I don't need another flyer guy. I feel like the next time we go quarterback shopping, it's real quarterback shopping. No more flyers. So that's how I look at it right now with Cam. It's like I don't really need to bring that in right now.
Sure.
Now it could change in 3-4 weeks if 7 goes down and Mason or Haskins out there and we're like, this ain't cutting it. Different. But for me right now, yeah, I'm kind of cool on it. But I will pull it up because they haven't asked me for that and I was not ready to pull that thing up. So
really
gets the poll in.
About. Man, I did not see it like that in terms of like the rumors and the headlines flying around about the Steelers signing Cam.
But you also have to think though. But you also have to think though. Couldn't they bring him in and put him on practice squad? Does that change it? Because that's what we did with Taco Charlton. That's what we did with Carl Joseph. Teams are doing it. That's the purpose of like this expanded practice squad.
I'm thinking Cam's not up for that.
So you rather sit at home?
4th string then? Practice squad?
But see, I don't view the practice squad currently as a setup as 4th string because I look at it as this is a loophole to get veteran players that you typically would want, but we more than likely can't afford it the way it's going to be structured. So now we got this bonus right here, this practice squad. And that's why you notice the guys that are up there, the bigger name guys like L. Bell in Baltimore. I don't view L. Bell as the 4th or 5th back in Baltimore. It's like, nah, as soon as he's ready to go, they'll get him out there.
When's he going to be ready?
That's the big question. But you think the difference was with Murray, he was in the camp, if I remember correctly. And with Freeman, I don't know where he was.
You're right.
He's the other one.
He was with the Saints.
Right. Whereas with L. Bell, he was the only one that was just free. He was sitting.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So even though you're working out, it's just a difference between football playing and just working on your own.
Williams isn't that bad, actually.
You talking about
Tyson Williams for them?
Oh, yeah.
He's actually not that bad. I'll be interested because they got 4 running backs right now.
Do,
I don't know who's going to start out of all of them.
Well,
and most of the carries.
I don't think any of them should be concerned long term with the way that these injuries been happening for their team. Like, I don't know what field y'all practicing on, but clearly them dudes is going down. So if you the backup running back, just give it 2 weeks.
Cam to practice squad then. I don't know if he'd be up for it. I'm just really guessing he wouldn't be, but if somehow that was a possibility, I'm still just leaning no. I just think it could be a bunch of unneeded attention.
For sure.
Because, one, it goes back to what you're saying about Mason and Haskins being in-house. Like, if we need a few games, I think Mason can do it for us. And then you're right. If it comes down to a situation, it's like, let's take a flyer on someone. Haskins has already been here this whole offseason. Yeah. He's way younger than Cam. I'd rather do it with Haskins as opposed to Cam. So there's like multiple reasons for it. I just would rather not. But if it isn't a scenario, middle of the season, Ben is down, we're rolling through both of these backups and we're just shit. Sure,
which could definitely be the case, but I hope it doesn't. We don't want that. No, we can't take that.
You guys bringing this shit up right now is like sending me into a mental hell. Like this is stuff that's not even close to my mind.
I just love like every time we just go a little bit further into the or a little. We go. You know what? We didn't take him here a little bit. All right, let's take him over here now. All right, let's go this way. Hey, you know what? Let's go here too. Let's get him again. I'm just enjoying this process, man.
Yeah, because my mindset's still been 17 years. We're making these playoffs here. So, like, this is just, holy, man. Like, the flames are around me. I'm in, like, purgatory hell out here and just don't know what to do with myself.
The good people over at DraftKings, which, by the way, is sponsoring today's episode, the good people over there. And not just DraftKings, but more importantly, DraftKings Sportsbook and their app, which happens to be the #1 rated sports booking app in America because it is safe, secure, and reliable. I mean, Deke, we don't like to play when it comes to our money, right?
No.
Nah, if we win, we want our compensation now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on the flip side, if we happen to not be victorious, we don't mind that compensation being, kept in-house. That's the beauty of safe, secure, and reliable. You know what it is. It's no funny business going on. But Deke, we got something for the first time people out there, right? You know, when they first sign up, right?
Yeah, tell us more.
I mean, we were all the first at something at some point in our lives. And if you're the first, if this is your first time signing up with DraftKings Sportsbook, make sure you use the promo code MOATS. And why should you use that? Draft deposit bonus money, up to $1,000 worth of it. Should we explain that to him?
Yeah, I think it would help.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Wait, should we?
Probably.
All right. I guess we'll explain it. Draft deposit bonus is essentially this. Since your first time, right? Deke, he pulls up his phone. He downloads the app. He says, yo, I'm ready to do this thing. I'll type him a promo code MOATS. He put in $755. So you got the 7 because of, the quarterback and then 55 because of moi. Okay. Sure. All right. And then from there, if I'm Mr. DraftKings, I say, I'm going to take my $755 and put it with your $755 just because I like it. And use their promo code. So with that being the case, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you use the promo code. And if you have any type of issue, because we know sometimes people have issues when they're trying to get money, where they're trying to have opportunity to win money. If you happen to have said problem, read this. Take your time with it. It's a lot of letters, but they all make sense. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.